What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What's up, JJ from BK, my lady in blue? Hey, girl. Y'all probably hear that grogginess in my voice, honey. I just woke up from a good old nap. What's up, Shakira? Hey, boo. Hey, Dami. What's good, y'all? I guess the notification then went out because I see my folks up in here. How y'all doing? Ooh, child, Regina. You gonna have to ask one of them now, don't I? Praise the Lord. Y'all, I'm sorry. I should have tested my voice before I came up on here. Hey, Lynn, doing the do. Thank you, boo. Thank you. Look, I keep telling people I was so mad when I took those braids out, and I had all that daggone gray hair, and then I had to wait because I needed a touch up more than I needed my dye. But please know that as long as dye exists, you will not see no gray hair, baby. How y'all doing this Saturday afternoon? This is gonna be a quick chat because I got to get up off here before the gentleman's panel starts, and the gentleman's panel starts at 8:30 this week Eastern time because Deshaun is. I think Deshaun is on the East Coast. I believe Deshaun lives in this area. I believe he lives in the DMV area. So this is going to be a quick one. But I did want to come on. I was gonna come on a little earlier, y'all. I said I'm gonna lay down for a little while, set my alarm. Sure. That little quick nap turned into and I still didn't really fall asleep, but I laid there longer than I really had anticipated and had planned on it. Hey, boo, well, thank you, Ligale. Thank you. Ligale, you be showing me love everywhere. Every chat I pop into that you pop into, you be showing me love. And I appreciate you for it. Regina, I don't disagree with you, boo. Dark chocolate, hey, baby. Yeah, dark chocolate. I wore braids almost from April all the way to August. I took them out. I had like a little, maybe 3-week window where I didn't have my braids in. Then I put them right back in for the summer. Baby. I looked up and saw them grades popping in. I said, I don't know what this is. Woo. Oh, thank you, Dami. Boo, thank you. But Mother is on the gentleman's panel, honey. So I'll be over there seeing what they talking about. And I'm sure it's going to be a doozy. It's been a lot of stuff going on. Y'all know I don't do all. I'm trying to stay on the porch these days. So I don't pay attention. I mean, I pay attention, but I don't talk about it. I don't do no reporting and commentating. I'm not going to ignore you, Regina. I'll address your question. I'm not going to get into a whole lot of details, but I'll address your question, baby. But yes, I hope I just came back from a crab feast, and that's where I came home, and I thought I was gonna go to my cousin's house because my cousin had said something earlier in the week about doing something for her husband, throwing some stuff on the grill because her husband's birthday is this week coming up, and throwing some stuff on the grill or whatever. So I called her before I left the crab feast because I was like, if you let my car pull up in my parking lot, I don't have a driveway. I got a parking lot because I live in a townhouse. And she called me. So literally, I just pulled my car in. I literally had just pulled my car in. She called me, but they wasn't doing nothing over there anyway. So I was like, good, because I wanted to go. You know what I'm saying? But I knew I was tired. But I would have gone over there because she's my cousin, but she's like my best friend. And her husband, he like they've been together since they were in high school. So, and they in their 50s. So what that tell you? I love gray hair. My customers have been trying to get their hair gray for years. Well, girl, they can have mine. My grandmother, I'm gonna tell you something. My father's mother, she was a natural redhead. I have red, Regina, you'll understand what I'm getting ready to say because you're a stylist. I have red, my hair is red. I mean, it turns red in the summer. With sunlight, I should say, for lack of a better word. My hair turns red. So I have a natural red undertone, I guess, for lack of a better word, to my hair. But my grandmother was a redhead. Like she was redhead. Not like ginger red, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Black people that have natural red hair, y'all know what I'm talking about. I promise y'all I never saw gray hair on my grandmother until she had a stroke and couldn't do it anymore. Never. Hey, Abby. Hey, boo-boo. Never, ever, ever saw gray hair on my grandmother. And my mother doesn't have gray hair. My mother keeps her hair dyed, too. I guess we just vain like that in my family. I don't know. All right, y'all. Yeah, so you know what I'm talking about, Lynn, that red hair. Girl, I love my moderator because I didn't even see what the hell that was before you erased it. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, baby. I had to take me a little nibby nap after that crab feast. Hey, David, how you doing? All right, so Regina, again, I am not going to ignore you. Do not let me get up off here before I address your question. I just don't want it to consume the rest of the conversation. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get that light so that it's light. Okay, that's good. Because I don't want it right in my face, but I wanted it to give me a little bit of backlight. Hey, Jacqueline, how you doing, baby? Are you at work today? Are you okay? You at the nail salon? I know that's right. You got to handle that business. Ebony, you under the weather? You not feeling well? I didn't know you weren't feeling well. You weren't feeling well last night, and you still came on and gave us a good almost 2 hours of your time. Well, I appreciate you even more, boo. I appreciate you even more. So my first hashtag is Antonio Brown. Now, I know that I have a lot of non-football people in my chat. Hey, Jay Parrish. How you doing, boo? Having a slow start. It's a nice day. A cat eye shaped pair of glasses. You know what, Dark Cloud? I can't say that I have. I cannot say that I have. Oh, summer cold. Girl, them summer colds are the worst. I know the feeling. It's allergy season up here, and my kids all week long. I told y'all earlier they was tearing my tissue boxes up. I think I probably went through 3 tissue boxes this week at work. I got a matter of fact, I remember while I'm out, when I go grocery shopping tomorrow, I gotta go by the dollar store and get some more. I have a couple of more. I still have some tissue boxes, but I don't like getting low. You know what I mean? Yeah, Jay Parrish, those allergies are kicking your butt. Yes, Ebony. Well, I hope you're feeling better, boo. You know, I don't want to see you down, but I understand those summer colds. I don't know something about a summer cold that hits you different. I don't know what it is, but them summer colds hit different. I don't even know. Child, I just be feeling bad for those babies because they just be blowing their nose and blowing their nose and blowing their nose. I said, I know their noses are raw. Ooh. No, no, Abby, but thank you though. I will, but you know what though? I will put my information in the chat though, honey. I will put my information in the chat. Matter of fact, I done put all the information in the chat. Is it too long? It might be too long. Hold on. It might be too long for me to put it all at one time. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Now let me try that. Okay. Now I put my information in the chat now. If you want to donate, I accept donations now. I ain't gonna never say no. But you know, I ain't up here. I ain't trying to do no dry begging. But I do accept donations. I guess I am dry begging. Isn't that that's dry begging, ain't it? Okay. Anyway. So thank you, boo. So yeah, so Antonio Brown, y'all. So yesterday I want to say I was on the phone with El Teddy. Was I on the phone with El Teddy? It might not have been El Teddy, but I was on the phone with somebody and I got that alert on my phone that Antonio Brown was being released by the New England Patriots. Now, at first, I didn't know what the story was because, like I said, I was on the phone, so I didn't know the whole story. I just knew he was being released by the New England Patriots. And I was saying in my mind, I was like, what in the hell has this fool done now, right? Trying to figure it out. This fool, now, for those who don't know, because y'all don't really follow football, let me just give y'all the short version of a long story. Antonio Brown is a wide receiver, and he's very talented. I mean, the man is talented. I can't take nothing away. This light is something. Don't it look cloudy? It's something that's not right with this light. Anyway, I'm gonna play with it. This man is very talented, but he also has a very big head. He's very arrogant. You know, he knows he is. Hey, Jonathan Boo, Andrea, how you doing, baby? He believes his own hype. He knows he's talented. You know what I'm saying? And so what had happened at the end of last season, his team, the Steelers, Pittsburgh Steelers, he was persona non grata. So he ended up going to Oakland, where he got this great new contract with the Oakland Raiders. Everything was good. Everything was great, whatever. But then training camp started, and we started hearing rumblings. And I'm giving y'all the short version. There's more details, but I'm just trying to be quick with it. We start hearing rumblings about different things going on. He has a foot injury, so he doesn't want to play until he can get the right helmet, because he don't like the helmet. So all these different things. Next thing you know, and then he had some issues where he got into it with management. It was a lot. Like I said, you had to go on to Sports Illustrated or ESPN and get the full detail. But needless to say, it was a lot of mess. Okay, a lot of minutia. And next thing you know, he leaving the Oakland Raiders. New England Patriots picks him up. Soon as he gets signed with the New England Patriots, now all of a sudden we're hearing this story about a civil lawsuit where his former trainer is suing him in civil court for sexual misconduct. Now, I'm not going to get into that woman's story, because y'all know that I am very reluctant to point fingers and blame the victims. So I ain't getting into that story about what happened to that woman, what didn't happen to that woman. I'm just going to stick to that she is alleging some sexual misconduct. And I want to say she's even alleging rape. Okay. Hey, Michelle's daughter. Hey, girl. Hey, boo. So, the New England Patriots played him last week anyway, even though there was some debate as to whether they should have played him or not. They should have just waited until because the NFL was doing their own investigation, and the NFL actually interviewed that woman themselves on Monday, I guess, to decide whether her story was viable or not, whatever. They were doing their own internal investigation, but he hadn't been suspended or anything like that. Next thing you know, this idiot is texting this woman and basically threatening her, talking about, you dumb bitch, nobody's going to believe your story. What are you trying to do to me? Like, and if you read through the text, he really sort of incriminates himself. Now, again, I'm not saying he's guilty or innocent. I'm not saying she's lying or telling the truth. I'm not getting into that side of the story at all. I'm just going to deal with him. Regardless of whether that woman was lying or telling the truth, he should have sat on the side, played football, and let his lawyers and let the NFL handle that side of it. But he took it upon himself to reach out to this woman and pretty much in text messages cuss her out, call her out her name, tell her she was stupid, nobody was going to believe her, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So next thing you know, the New England Patriots was like, okay. And some other things supposedly he did or didn't do within the team, period. Again, I'm not getting into, y'all can go read the whole article. I'm just giving y'all the cliff notes. I'm just giving you the cliff notes. Next thing you know, the New England Patriots have now released him. Here's where it gets real stupid though, y'all. Let's talk about the money for a minute. When he signed with the Oakland Raiders at the beginning or at the end of last season, I don't remember when he signed, but let's say he signed with them around March-ish. Let's say March, April-ish. He had a $9 million guaranteed contract. But what a lot of people don't understand about that word guaranteed, they think that that's automatic, and it's not. Guaranteed is there's certain timelines that have to be hit for that money to be guaranteed. It's a lot of caveats to it. Y'all know how lawyers do that double talk. It said guaranteed until you read the fine print. It's like when you buy a car and they say, oh, you only going to pay this amount of money until you read the fine print. And by the time you get done, it's $150 more than what they told you was going to pay. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So $9 million guaranteed. When he left the Oakland Raiders, that $9 million went bye-bye, right? So when he signed with New England, they signed him for $3 million. Guaranteed. The $3 million was supposed to be paid to him. Ask me when he was supposed to get that $3 million. Just go on and ask me when he was supposed to get that $3 million. Monday. So now that he was fired on Friday, they don't have to pay him his money on Monday. And all he has earned out of a potential $9 million for signing with the Oakland Raiders, All this man has earned is his game check, which is, I want to say, $150,000, give or take. I mean, my exact amount might be off by a little bit, but it was less than $200,000. Okay, this fool just left $8.8 million on the table in less than 2 weeks, because he was with the Oakland Raiders 2 weeks ago, maybe 3, but in less than a month, he went from $9 million to 153. Hey, Cookie. Hey, L Baby. What idiocy! And again, I missed some of the comments because I was running my mouth, but that's what somebody said. He let it go to his head and all this stuff. Well, absolutely he did. The arrogance, the you believe in your own hype, you thinking that you are invincible. And again, we do this to our kids. We do a disservice to these kids. I had a student tell me on Friday, and I believe that this little boy is a sweetheart. I think that he's been allowed to be a knucklehead because he's not disrespectful. Well, at least not yet, knock on wood. He has not been disrespectful to me. He's transferred in from another school. And I can tell that he's sort of a fish out of water. He transferred in from a charter school, so the school was a lot smarter where he transferred in from. And hey, Pandy's Hair and Candy and More. Okay, Hair, Candy and More. Hey, girl, hey. Well, thank you. I'm glad you're catching another live. So there you go, Dark Chocolate. So the first day he came to my class, he already started school like a week late. And I was like, boo, your name has been on my roll since the first day of school. Where you been for the last 3-4 days? Like, did you take an extended week? He never really answered the question. And it was more rhetorical than anything else because I don't care why he wasn't there. So I said something to him about his homework. This little baby said, homework? And he was serious. He wasn't playing. He was dead serious. He said, homework. Like, it was a foreign word. Like, he had never heard that word before. I said, hey, Brianna. I said, yes, homework. Like, you were in high school. What made you? And mine, he's an 11th grader. I know you've heard the word homework before. So then the other day, they were taking an assessment. It's a state assessment. It's not one of my personal assessments. It's a state assessment. But part of the assessment is that they have to write an essay. That baby asked me if he had to write the essay. I said, it's part of the test. You got to write the essay, boo. I said, at least try. I said, because it's a pretest. So let me be clear with y'all. It's a pretest. In the grand scheme of things, I really don't care if he does the essay or not, because it makes my numbers look better if 3-4 months from now, when they take the post test, I can get him and convince him to write an essay. So it really don't do me any harm for him not to do the essay. But of course, I can't tell him that. It's funny because my smart kids figured it out, honey. See, this is where I'm about to go left. My smart kids said, this is a pretest, right? And when I say my smart kids, I mean my honors class, okay? Technically, all my classes are supposed to be honors, but even in the world of honors, some are more honors than others, okay? We ain't gonna go there. I said, yeah, it's a pretest. They said, so one of the boys said, so really, it would help you out if we just didn't do well on this at all, right? I said, no, I want you to try your best. I said, because I want to feel like I actually did something. So I don't want you guys to tank the test just to make me look good. I want you to do your best. Even though in the back of my mind, I was like, yep, that's what I want you to do. He said, he gonna turn around to the rest of the class and say, all right, y'all know what's up. Oh, I love kids. Anyway, I love kids, y'all. Hey, Miss Hogg, how you doing? So, but you know what he said to me, though? He said, I was a football player at my other school, so I didn't really have to do a whole lot of work. And I believe him. I believe everything he said to me. One of the main reasons why I believe him is because he said it. He was sincere when he said it. Two, the main reason why I believe him is because he was serious when I expect him to do some work. Like, he was really serious, like, but I don't have to do it, right? Yes, you do. And Antonio Brown has probably been that guy his whole life because he has been a talented athlete his whole life. He has probably been that guy that has never had to do much. And can you imagine how many times he got in trouble and he got out of it simply because he was a talent on the field? It's an old story that's been told a million times. There's nothing new about the athlete getting away with murder. Sometimes literally. It's nothing new about that. So we know that story. We know that story. You know what I mean? And it's just sad that it's continuing to happen. And every time I see these train wrecks, I don't have a lot of sympathy for Antonio Brown because it's not like he hasn't had warnings. It's not like he hasn't had situations that could have / should have humbled him. But I just look and I say, this dummy, this dumbass. Hey, Tanya. Of course, a lot of football players are pushed through and have to learn to sound out cat once they get in college. I know that's right. You know, and not all athletes are that stereotype, but when we constantly, you know, stereotypes come from something. And when we are constantly over and over again seeing these same scenarios, I'm being messy, play out, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Any black man in America that has over $1 million better do all to protect their life and brand. I mean, you know, Dami, you know, and again, you can't stress it enough. You know what I mean? You just can't stress it enough. Child. So anyway, that's my Antonio Brown 2 cents. Y'all, that's what I really wish I had a chance to do today. The old school that I worked at, they did a revitalization and they had an open house today. And a lot of my former colleagues went. I've been looking at the pictures on Facebook all day. And it's sort of bittersweet because it's sort of like when I worked there, you know, it needed work. It did. Like my classroom had a hole in the window, and in the wintertime, sometimes if it was snowing, the snow would come in the window, and we had to sit in coats sometime. And in the summer, honey, you know, that air conditioner, sometimes it just ain't work all that. But it had character, you know what I'm saying? So it's sort of bittersweet that it's great now. Don't get me wrong. So from the pictures, it looks gorgeous. It looks absolutely gorgeous. But it's sort of bittersweet. And some of my colleagues were saying how they got a little emotional, you know, walking the halls and things of that nature. Anyway, that's why my phone keeps going off because people are commenting, former students and stuff like that are commenting or whatever. Anyway. Okay, so... Oh, wow. Any twat that's got... Oh, wow. Yeah, Tanya, I thought I knew it was gonna be a bumpy ride, but I thought it would last longer than a week. You know what I'm saying? He only played one game for New England. I thought it would last longer than 2 weeks. Good Lord. So did y'all see this Fantasia Barrino interview on the Breakfast Club? Essentially, she's talking about why women are single. And women need to learn to be submissive and things of that nature. And, you know, again, we've heard that narrative before. She's not saying nothing people ain't heard before. But here's the first thing I want to address. Why do people always assume when a woman is single, it's not by choice? Why do people always assume that when a woman is single, it is not by choice? It's the same thing about having a baby. I can't remember... Oh, shoot, y'all. I forgot I haven't done my Real Housewives of Beverly Hills review yet. Of Dallas review yet. Damn it. I knew it was something else I hadn't done. Because anyway, all right. That's neither here nor there. But this week on the Real Housewives of Dallas, it was a conversation that was had where one of the characters said to another character about her having children. Why didn't you ever have children? And that person gave their reason for not having children. And people went on to try to convince her that she could still have kids anyway. And her reasons weren't. And I took it as people trying to tell her that her reasons weren't valid. And that bothers me because I'm one of those people. I am single and I have been single for a while. And I don't have children. And it was by choice. It was by choice. Fantasia had a baby for a married nigga who worked at T-Mobile. She ain't that bright in the wrong. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm reading it without. Hey, Queen Super Rich. Oh, I want to be like you when I grow up. And that irritates me when one, the baby comment irritates me more than the single comment. Because if I'm being honest, I'm not going to say that when I say that I'm single by choice, what I mean by that is I am not going to settle just to have somebody to go out to the movies with. I'm not going to settle just to be able to have a date for a wedding or an event. Are there times when I wish I had a date for a wedding or I wish I had somebody to go to the movies with? Absolutely. I would be a liar to say different. But it's not that I don't have opportunities. It's not that I don't have men that are interested in me. It's that I refuse to settle and be with those men. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted to be married, I could be married. I have been asked. Okay? I have been proposed to. Okay? It's not that, but it irritates me when people make it seem as if people are single because they're doing something wrong. And that's how I took that tone with what Fantasia was saying. It's like, I'm doing something wrong and that's why I'm single. No, I'm not doing nothing wrong. Maybe he ain't doing something right. And the same thing with children. I made a choice not to have kids. I know how that happens. I know how to make children. I learned at a very early age about the birds and the bees. If I wanted a child, I knew how to make it happen. Okay? The traditional and the non-traditional way. If I wanted to go to a sperm bank, I could have done it. If I wanted to adopt, I could have done it. I chose to not have children, and it really, really bothers me when people insinuate otherwise. You know? Hold on, let me read some of these cons. Fantasia has not been brainwashed anything. Everything is not for everybody. Fantasia is one of those who can't live without a man, and she proved that by trying to kill herself over one. Well, peace of man is better than no man. Exactly, you know? So do you agree with her statement about being submissive? I think that marriage is, again, I think we shame people by using the word submissive because I think people take submissive as a negative. I think it's okay to defer to your partner in areas in which they are better than you. But I believe that marriage is a partnership. I just, you know, I remember being young. Hold on, let me get caught up real quick and then I'll finish. Child. Hey, it's just Shay. I love Fantasia. I'm enjoying watching her grow a woman to keep herself happy. That's what counts. I love Fantasia, and I've been a fan of Fantasia since she auditioned for. I remember her auditioning because that's when I used to watch American Idol religiously. I remember her auditioning, and I was a fan favorite. She was my fan favorite from the beginning. I used to vote for Fantasia every week. I was rooting for Fantasia through all her trials and tribulations. When she, you know, I was disappointed when she couldn't make The Color Purple work. I remember her reality show. Like, I love Fantasia. But I feel like because she's happy and she's found what works for her, she thinks that that is a recipe for everybody. And it's just not. What you found that works for you, I'm happy for you. But it's not a recipe for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm definitely a fan. Hey, surprise around the corner. I agree with the statement her husband made. Submission happened on all parties. I love Fantasia as well. Exactly, really be. Fantasia going by the biblical approach of submission, and people have to do what works for them in relationships. Hey, simply be yourself. Yeah, and Abby, I think that's what it is too, because I think that people take submission in a negative connotation because we think of submission as, which submission is giving up power, but I think it's just like the word ignorant. I've talked about that word before, that people take ignorant and automatically take it as a negative when ignorant really just means you don't know. But it's been used as a weapon. People have weaponized the word ignorant. And so whenever somebody calls you ignorant or says something is ignorant, we automatically take offense to it. And it's the same thing with submission. I remember one time my mother saying to me, and I was younger then, like I probably was in high school, and it wasn't my mother my mother wasn't teaching me anything. We were just talking in general conversation. And I remember her talking about one of her friends when they were younger. And she was saying, you know, Paulette used to always say, well, I have to see if he'll babysit. I have to see if he'll babysit. She said, I ain't never asked your father to babysit. I asked him if he had something to do. And if he said he didn't have nothing to do, I said, well, then I'm going to X, Y, and Z. And, you know, I'll be back a little bit later on. And this is it. She said, because y'all were his kids too. I didn't ask her to babysit his kids. I was respectful and made sure that he didn't have nothing to do and our schedules weren't going to conflict. But I don't ask nobody to babysit their own kids. And so I kind of feel like in a relationship, when you're in a marriage or a partnership, that's sort of that mindset that I have. There are some things that are everybody's responsibility. And then there are other things that I will defer to. For example, any man that married me, so if he's a better cook than me, by all means, take it. By all means, take it. I'm not a cook. I don't enjoy cooking. It's not my thing. I will cook. Clearly, I can eat. But that's not my thing. That is not my ministry. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, fixing a car, not my ministry, not my thing. You know, I have strengths that I would bring to the table. I'll take over the budget. Okay. And I'm not perfect at it, but I'm pretty decent at it. You know what I'm saying? And so things like that, I don't think are a problem, but I again, that mindset of being submissive to your man in all things, I got a problem with. I got a problem with that. But her husband did give a great speech. Okay. The way she explained herself and how it appealed to her made sense. She's saying submit to the strong man of God, not your common everyday fool. Well, again, I don't disagree with that because I do feel like you know, I can't be somebody that get up every Sunday morning and go to church and be with somebody who, you know, just rolling in from the club. That ain't gonna work no matter how you slice that. That just ain't gonna work. I mean, I'm sorry. They weaponize submission. Submission doesn't mean you aren't with your own entity. I can't read. Doesn't mean you aren't your own entity. It doesn't mean ask how when someone tells you. Exactly. My submission is a gift that I don't give lightly. I have to really trust you in order to follow you. Exactly. And let's be clear. I also can be very old-fashioned from the mindset of I will respect my husband as the head of my household. You know, you understand what I'm saying? But again, it's not freely given to everybody. It just isn't. Hence the reason why I'm single. That's why I listen to all women's stories. I listen for their aha moment because it is really encouraging. Exactly. And everybody has to. Let me tell you something. I am happy for Fantasia, and it is clear that this man makes her happy. And I pray that they have their continued happiness. The problem I have is the minute somebody is happy, then they feel like they got the answer for everybody. No, you have the answer for you. You have figured out what works for you, and you found the right partner that it works with. That doesn't make it the answer for everybody. And maybe I misunderstood what she was saying, but that just didn't. And again, I ain't got no beef with Fantasia. I love her. I love Fantasia. I just was like, ooh, girl. Okay, little baby. You know what I'm saying? You know your strengths, you know your weaknesses. People have to go with what works for them, and absolutely, there's no such thing as babysitting your own child. Well, my mama said that to me. And it's funny because again, I never thought about it because I mean I was a high school kid. I wasn't thinking about nobody babysitting nothing. But when she said it, I said, and now with my friends, whenever I hear one of my friends say that, I'll be thinking, okay, with babysitting your own kids. I don't say nothing though, because it ain't my business. Old-fashioned, insecure people will do anything to be in a relationship. They will. Y'all, let me explain something to y'all. If I wanted to be in a relationship right now, I would have a man right now. It is not from lack of interest, but I just refuse to settle. And just like when you start showing me things, I've learned that when you start showing me things, I gotta listen. Situation, I just had to cut a dude off this week. He was playing games. I ain't gonna give you but so many times to play, and I'm like, okay. And then I stopped texting him back and stuff like that. And then I get this, you know, how you doing? I ain't heard from you in a while. And you not. I mean, you know, I'm still trying to figure out my version of Sierra prayer for the right one to show up. You know what? Let me say this. I'm very old-fashioned in a lot of ways and still think gay as Pink and still gay as Pink Panther. Okay, girl. That's definitely true. I didn't take her comments like that though, but possibly what she said works for women like her. Yeah. Then if it don't apply, let it fly. Yeah. And again, I wasn't offended by it. I just don't want her to walk around feeling like don't write a book, Fantasia. Like don't do that. Don't, you know what I mean? Like don't feel like you have the answer for everybody. You have the answer for you. And I'm happy for you. I am so happy for you. I'm so looking forward to new music by Fantasia. I love Fantasia. I do. And I'm happy. I hated to see her struggling and I hated to see it played out nationally. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have to answer for everybody, girl. You got to answer for everybody, girl. Something I was getting ready to say, dang, something somebody said that made me, Child, I know they have been, and that's what they're gonna do. And I mean, just like I'm talking about it right now, I don't want to drag her though, and I hope y'all don't feel like I am, because I'm not. If I want to hunch right now, I can, but I don't want to because I'm not interested in raising my body count. Child. Nah, I ain't trying to raise my body count, child. What was I gonna say? Somebody said something and it made me think of something, and dang. Hey, Bama girl, roll tide. Dang. Lost my train of thought, y'all. What was I going to say? Somebody said something and it triggered another statement I wanted to make. Hold on. Let me scroll back up for a second, see if I can remember what it was. Oh, the Sierra piece. So, okay. Let me say this about the Sierra piece, y'all. I remember one time my pastor saying, roll tide. I remember one time my pastor saying, the Lord will bring you what you pray for. We just don't know how to pray. And he even used the example of, we'll say, Lord, bring me a good man. But that's it. We don't say, Lord, bring me a man who's good with money. We don't say, Lord, bring me a man with no kids. We don't say, Lord, bring me a man who, don't beat women. We don't say, Lord, bring me a man who, knows how to respect his mama. We don't say, Lord, bring me a God-fearing man. We just say, Lord, bring me a good man. Good is relative. And I feel like that's what I took from Sierra when she said that she specifically prayed for the man she wanted, and she found him. Now, again, outside looking in, I don't know nothing about them people's relationship. I'm happy for Sierra. It looks good to me. You know what I mean? Happy for her. And they look like they are happy. Isn't she pregnant again? Sierra's pregnant again, isn't she? I thought I heard that somewhere around and about now. But that's how I took that with the Sierra prayer thing. When my pastor said that to me, and I really thought about that, and it made me really sit down and write out what I really wanted in a man. And when I do pray, I don't pray every night for a man, but when I do sincerely start praying, when I sit down and I pray for a life partner, I have a very specific list. I do. Because I thought about what he said, and I said, you know what? He is right. Because that's what I would do. I was like, Lord, bring me a good man. Good is relative. What I think is good and what Ebony think is good might not be the same good, because me and Ebony we have different wants and needs. You see what I'm saying? May not be the same good, honey. I've been through my future phase. I'm ready for a child. Say it again, Ebony. I'm ready for Russell Westbrook season. See, Ebony, that's what I'm saying, baby. I have a list. Do you hear me? I have a list on the picket line. Hey, Simone, what you on the picket line for? We'll be picketing. Tell Lady Nika I'll be over there. I'm gonna stop in for her little birthday party. But we'll be picketing. What's the pickup line? We'll be picketing. There it is, Dami. But you must believe what you're praying and manifest in it. Absolutely. Simone, well, thanks for coming through, Simone. First of all, I should have said thank you first. Hey, Simply Be Yourself. Do I feel like it was a hidden agenda about what her and her husband said publicly? No. Now, she pop up with a book next month, then I'll be like, But But I don't, because I looked at her. Do y'all listen to a show that comes on TV One called Uncensored? And basically it's basically it's an expose or whatever. Not an expose, but it's basically celebrities telling their business, But it's not like your regular life story. Like, they don't start when they were born, and they just kind of talk about different events that happened to them. And Fantasia did one, and of course they talked about the bankruptcies and stuff like that. But she talked a lot about her husband and being happy and what he does for her and stuff like that. It was very similar to the Breakfast Club interview in her praise of her husband. So I feel like she just genuinely feels that way about her husband. I don't think there's a hidden agenda, but again, like I said, if I start seeing, what's up? Yes, bitch, where you been, boo? Have you been sick again? Where you been? Oh, you are? Girl, I was just having a conversation with somebody today about unions and stuff like that. Well, I am 100% a union person. I've worked for the teachers union. I've been a building rep in the teachers union. I'm on my we call it our FAC, which is like basically your team in your building. So I 100% support you guys and what you are doing, and I will General Motors, girl, I support you, boo. Y'all have a very rich history. Your union has a very rich history. 100% support you, boo. There you go. Oh, look, I said there you go until I finish reading the rest of it. I'm sorry, Queen Sugar. She said, I have a good man too. 25 years, he still cheated. Well. You're scheduled to meet Elizabeth Warren tomorrow. Well, good luck with that. Okay. Let me know how that goes, girl. Hit me in my inbox. Tell me how that goes. I'll be interested to hear about that. I don't talk a lot of politics on here, but I'm very much a political junkie. My undergraduate degree is in political science, girl. I be streaming MSNBC and CNN. I watch Morning Joe every morning, Chad. I'm very much a political junkie. I just don't talk a lot about it on here. Hollywood from QS. How are you feeling? We miss you. Yes. School and work has had me busy, and I haven't been sleeping good. So lately I've been popping Benadryl to help that. Child. Well, first of all, stop popping Benadryl to sleep. Okay. Second of all, I understand with the school and work thing, and you got to do what you got to do. We got to get you on one of these panels. I've been doing, I don't know if you've been paying attention, but I sent you an inbox on YouTube on Instagram about, so we got to get you on one of these panels, honey. Yeah, I did. I saw a video. I saw your video the other day, and I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I saw you post it, and I never went back to watch it. I'm going to watch it tonight, though. I honestly forgot. I ain't even going to lie. I forgot, but I'm going to go back and watch it tonight. Because I did see that you had dropped one. There it is, Simone. Yes, we are twinning, girl. Yes, we are. For anybody in the room who does not know, Yes Bitch is a YouTube creator. A content creator. He's working and he's really busy, so he doesn't post as much as he wants to, but he always gives some good commentary, and his intros always had the best music, honey. So y'all going over there and y'all check him out. Y'all subscribe. Y'all know how we do around here. Y'all go check him out. Posted a video. Oh, wait a minute. I understand. I asked the question because it seems as if it caused so much chaos between the black women and black men. I just hate all the fighting. Girl, people gonna find. Child, people fight about every damn thing. But I hear what you're saying, Simply. But child, people fight about the sky being blue if they could. I think I got the notification. But you know what? For whatever reason, you don't stay in my suggest. Like, I got the notification, but it doesn't pop up. I don't know. But I'm going to go back and watch it. I saw it and I did forget. There it is. Okay, you over at Top Buzz fighting all the time. Okay, Jay Parrish, I see you over there fighting all the time. I be all up in people with 1 million+ subbies advertising. Oh, well, thank you, girl. Thank you, Dami. Yeah, girl, I need to cash app you. Thank you, girl. Send them on over. We will. We will. Ebony, I had already reached out to Yes Bitch about doing a live panel when Chasing Dallas starts up. We will definitely do one. And G Status ATL Hustle too, if they ever drop it. They gave us this little sickening little intro and everything, and it gave us a little teaser, and we ain't seen nothing since. I'm definitely praying. Oh yeah, we definitely praying for marriage success. You know, and infidelity isn't, I mean, I can't speak for y'all relationship, but you know, it's not the end all be all. You know, both people want to work it out and fix it. So we praying on that. We definitely are praying on that. What time is it? All right, I'm going to give y'all a quick down and dirty. Okay, Simply, you better give us a word tonight. You better give us a word. This is the time we need to come together and love one another the way the Most High wants us to. Nuh-uh, you ain't got to preach. You better give it to me. Shoot. Oh, the T is that G Status is coming out next month. They just got finished with filming. Okay. Well, definitely, because Ebony and really, well, I was going to say Ebony and really bitch. Ebony and Yes Bitch, definitely, y'all review the shows. We would definitely do a panel. I told you that's what I'm trying to do is, you know, those types of panels more regularly. Okay. So for any new people, we got 42 people in the room. So welcome, welcome, welcome. All y'all, anybody in the bushes, how y'all doing? Everybody, I'm going to drop my info one more time in the chat, and then we're going to do this last 10 minutes because I told you I got to go get ready for the Gentleman's Pantail. For those of you who know what I'm talking about, it's going to be on Deshaun Fairley's page this evening. And I believe it's DASH. Is it AUN or UN Fairley, FAIRLEY? It's going to be on his page tonight, and I believe it's starting at 8:30. Production wanted to finish all the shooting before they aired, as to not have those late posts like they did last year. T is still season is going to be bomb. Okay, well I'm cool with that. Thank you for spelling that out for me, Shay. Thank you. It's just Shay for spelling that. Dre writes. No, I definitely hope a good man won't be. No, a good man don't beat a woman. Now you shouldn't have to put that in your good man description, but you never. For some women, they are not healed enough to know that ain't a good man. I'm just saying. Hey Lee Lovable, hey boo. But you know what? Yes, bitch, I can respect that because I get sick of, especially with the YouTube shows, because it's such a smaller community. I just hate that all that tea getting spilled and stuff leaking, and then you got people fighting about stuff that child. So I like that idea. There you go, Ebony. You better put it. I told you, pray for what you want. Put it on the list. Even though it seems self-explanatory, honey, put it on the list of what you want in a man. So speaking of, let's do a quick down and dirty. Kenya Moore has announced her divorce from her husband, Mark Daly. Now, let me just say this. I'm not shocked by it. I'm not happy for her. Because we know that all Kenya wanted was a baby and a husband, honey. Well, she got the baby. But I'm not shocked by it. Their relationship was so quick. Things seem to be so weird. And if y'all remember, some of y'all who, if you don't know, follow or whatever, I don't know if y'all remember, this was months ago. This is when they were doing the baby shower. Kenya was doing a live. She was on Instagram Live doing her baby shower invitations. And they sort of got into it on live. And it was very awkward because they just seemed very disconnected and disjointed even in that moment. And I remember that kind of going viral for about 5 minutes, and then people went on to the next thing. But I remember watching that, and I remember watching them going, something don't seem right here. But then everything, you know, they had the baby, and you know, things seem to be going along well. But unfortunately, sounds like things have not well, and they announced their separation, and they intend to get divorced. And of course, we're gonna see it all on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, honey. Thank you, Simply Baby. I mean, my thoughts on it, generally speaking, I'm sorry to hear it. You know what I mean? I'm sorry to hear that they are divorcing, but I'm always leery when reality TV shows have these storylines. and it's convenient. I'm always leery. That doesn't mean it's not true. That does not mean it's not true. It just means I'm always leery. I'm just always leery. Again, I'm not saying that it's not, that this isn't legit. I'm not saying that they aren't really getting a divorce. I'm just always leery. Oh, so they are done shooting for this season? Okay, well, then I take it back. If they're done shooting for this season, then I take it back. Although, if they're announcing their separation, I'm sure we will see some things on the season that will let us know that there was trouble in paradise. But I will take back what I just said then. If they are done shooting for the season, then I'll take back what I just said. I'll take it back. I'm sad for her, and I'm not a fan of her, and even defended him for not wanting to be. Yeah. I respected the fact that he didn't want to be on the show. I absolutely respected that. Right on time, the show is about to start again. Yeah, I'm happy for her. I'm happy. Yeah, and it did, Dami. It fixed her and Portia's friendship, and she got her baby out of it. So, hey, if you like it, I love it. Competition is a good thing, but I could have sworn G Status and Chase and Dallas aired in tandem last season. They did. Both of them came out last summer. They overlapped. I think G Status started first. I think, yes, bitch, correct me if I'm wrong. One started before the other. They overlapped, but yes, they did both come on in the summer. Yeah, and that is true. Yes, B. That is true that Kenya does have a lot of past trauma that we know, I'm sure, has clearly played a part in. Yeah. Yeah, G Status started first, but they overlap. Yeah, that's what I thought. You can't with the Housewives of Dallas, child. That damn Leanne. I've been watching Housewives of Dallas since the first season. That damn Leanne crazy as a boondog. She crazy as hell. She's crazy. And she is so, now you talking about a narcissist. She's so damn narcissistic and she doesn't see her own stuff. Not saying that them other girls are perfect. But Leanne really doesn't see her own stuff. But she got the right one. This new chick called her butt out. I'm going to do my review. I forgot I didn't do the daggone review, y'all. This week kind of got away from me. Whatever is going on, she said, is ongoing. Okay. Hey, Carolyn, girl, I'm not a Patriots fan, but they sure did kick him to the curb. But I'm not a girl. Hell no, I ain't no Patriots fan. I'm a Redskins fan, even though my team is some shit. But that's my team. So I got 8 more minutes before I get off of here. So I'm gonna go ahead and respond to what Regina asked me at the beginning of this live. I didn't want to start the live with it because I didn't want it to be consumed with that whole situation. I wanted to do my live about what I wanted to talk about. But for those of y'all who follow the YouTube drama and y'all know who's who and what's what, yes, last night, Mother, aka Spilly Boy, aka James Colwell, went in on SB, Let Go and Let Have, read him to filth. Trying to choose my words carefully. It was long overdue. That's all I'm gonna say. It was long overdue. It's only but so long you can allow yourself to be mistreated and disrespected before you have to address it. And I know that people will spin the narrative their way. I know people will have their own version of the story. I know people will see things the way they Crystal did not shoot JR. His wife shot JR. Anyway. People will spin that narrative however they want to spin that narrative, and that's fine. People who pay attention, who can read past the obvious and see between the lines, will know what's really good and what's really been going on. And that has been going on for months. And that James has let a lot of stuff slide for months. And sometimes you just, enough is enough. I don't know how much more you can allow yourself to be disrespected and mistreated. So Hold on. What little baby say? Leanne is always doing too much, child. I hope this stuff about him having a girlfriend and 2 children without her knowing and you. Oh yeah, yeah. I saw that. I saw that on Funky Dineva. I don't know. Something like that. That's that blatant. I just think we would have heard more about that before now. But I don't know. Him having another woman with children. I think somebody would have spilled that tea a long time ago. But who's to say? Yes, mother did a good old fashioned cuss out. Yes, she did. I mean, yes, he did. I was in the bushes and child, I'm really like, what the fuck is going on? Very sad. Yes, bitch, it ain't that sad. It's not. When a relationship is toxic, it needs to end. Exactly, Dami. I think this was a whole mess. People are risking friendships and the like behind something so trivia for real. I knew it was coming. SB character was always there. He just got brave. James always knew the real deal. Yeah. All I'm gonna say about that is when people are friends in real life and it's beyond YouTube, then it's more in play than what you see on videos. You know what I'm saying? When people are friends in real life, and contrary to what narrative anybody wants to spin, they were friends in real life. They were friends in real life. So, you know, somebody wants to try to spin a narrative differently, then let them spin their own narrative. But at the end of the day, things evolve a certain way. And it goes beyond videos. It's deeper. It's deeper. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, again, um, it's always sad to see friendships dissolve. But you know, there's a reason, season, and a lifetime for everything, you know? Yeah, exactly, Shay. And again, there's some people who only know each other on YouTube. So you see everything play out on YouTube. But when other people who it's deeper than just YouTube, you don't know everything. You don't see the whole story play out. That's not my ministry. I just let people do them because there's a lot. Yeah, exactly. And that's it. Can we say that again? There's a lot of real shit going on in this world. Okay. But I'm sure it'll come up on the gentleman's panel in about 8:30. It was supposed to start at 8:30, but y'all know they don't never start on time, child. That's my only criticism. But we can wind it down. Yeah, and that's why again, it's not my first of all, it ain't my story to tell. Okay, Abby, you better say that one again. And like I said, I'm trying to stay on the porch, honey. I'm trying to stay on the porch. So, you know, I'm on the outside looking in. I mean, I have opinions, but I'm on the outside looking in, honey. I'm on the outside looking in. Yeah, girl, go catch on. Just catch up. I can't even get it out. I can't even get it out. Yes, go catch up on David Makes Man, girl. That's more. Yeah, you go do that. What in the world, child? Anyway. Yeah, definitely. Yes, bitch, hit me up. You got my number, and if you can't find my number, hit me up again on IG. We can definitely do that because I know. Well, I'll keep that to myself. Yeah, hit me up. Hit me up. Hit me up. Okay, you got me saved, boo. I got you saved too, boo. Yeah, girl. Yes, y'all. So we can go ahead and wind this down. I want to thank y'all for coming through. I appreciate everybody as always. I already mentioned we got Abby Reviews in the house. Y'all go check her out. We got Yes Bitch in the house. Y'all go check her out. I mean, him out. Lord, I'm sorry, boo. Hey, Richard, how you doing, baby? I don't know if any other content creators drop down in here. If any other content creators are in here or in the bushes, y'all go ahead and drop yourselves down in the comments and let people come and check y'all out. You too, Simply, y'all, and you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Is the gentleman panel late? Child, hold on. They late? Don't tell me that. Ain't nobody got time for them to be late. Ain't nobody got time for them to be late. Well, they ain't on yet, so they late. It's 8:35. They not on yet, so at least not on my phone. They not on yet. Are they on yet? I see where he did some testing earlier, which is good. Okay. Oh, now they're saying 9:30 Eastern Standard. Oh, it was 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern. Oh, my bad, y'all. I'm thinking it was getting ready to start at 8:30. I thought it was kind of early for them, but I said, well. Hey, Danielle Nicole. Well, I guess we can stay on for a few more minutes then. Lady T said check her channel out, y'all. I don't know, Lady T. We're gonna check Lady T's channel out together, y'all. You get a lot from the people at the drive-thru. What I miss? Oh. Well, I guess we can do a few more minutes, y'all. I done already talked about my whole little checklist. Who better not drag Tim Blaine? Who? Jay Wilson? Hey, Ebony. Who better not drag Tim Blaine? If you waiting for Jay Wilson not to drag Tim Blaine, I got a piece of land to sell you in a swamp, because that ain't never gonna happen. Child. He gonna keep dragging Tim Blaine as long as Tim Blaine dragging him. And I like Tim Blaine, but what? Johnny the analyst, why are you so angry? We weren't even talking about Dallas. Why are you so angry? Check your facts. Why are you so angry? JR's wife shot him. Who shot JR? Sue Ellen shot JR. What are you talking about? Sue Ellen shot JR. She pled temporary insanity because she was drunk and she had to go to rehab. What is wrong with? Why are you so angry, Johnny? Uncle Tim, child. Uncle Tim. I like Uncle Tim. It was a dream. So who shot JR then? Who shot him? We weren't even talking about Dallas. We were talking about the Real Housewives of Dallas, not the TV show Dallas. But okay, let's talk about it. Who shot him then? Hold on. Who shot JR? Hold on. Who shot JR? Y'all had me on here. Who shot JR? Damn it. I might try to check out the movie. Check out his Hustlers in the morning. I didn't make it today. Who shot J.R. Ewing? Okay, it was Kristen Shepard. Is that who you said, Johnny? You said it was Kristen Shepard? Kristen Shepard, that's what you said. Okay, Johnny, you right, girl. You right, boy. If you a girl or a boy, you right. I thought it was Sue Ellen. I'm wrong. I could have sworn it was Sue Ellen. My bad. Because, Sue Ellen was a good old drunk. Didn't Sue Ellen, she thought she shot him or something. Something was with Sue Ellen. Sue Ellen had something to do with it. Damn it. But I'm wrong. That's why I love the Google machine. Google University has always got it ready for me. Well, I shot the sheriff, but I didn't shoot the deputy. I know. Did y'all hear about Peter Tosh dying? I was so sad. I love me some Peter Tosh. Well, thank you so much, Queen Sugar Rich. I mean, Super Rich. I said Queen Sugar. I'm thinking of the TV show Queen Sugar. Queen Super Rich. I love you too, Johnny the analyst. I love you too. Getting me together. You saw Downton Abbey. You know what? That's a show that I always wanted to get into, but I never got into it. Can you see the movie? Is the movie standalone? Like, if you go see the movie without watching the show, will you be lost? Like, is it like not worth me going to see if I've never watched the TV show Downton Abbey? But I think I'm gonna try to get up in the morning and go see Hustlers. Since the Redskins don't play tomorrow, they play Monday night. I think I might get up and go see like the 9 o'clock show of Hustlers. And then go grocery shopping and then come on back here and watch me some football and stuff like that. I thought the reboot was good. I was mad. I thought the reboot was good too. Why did it get canceled? And they left me hanging. They done blew up the car. I said, is he really dead or is he not dead? I was so mad. I thought that was actually one of the reboots that I thought was pretty good. It is standalone? Okay. I thought it was Sue Ellen too, Abby, but I Googled it. Google said it was Kristen. Kristen Stewart. I don't even remember who the hell Kristen Stewart was. I gotta go back and go onto the YouTube and look at old episodes of Dallas and remember who the hell Kristen Stewart was. Hey Joyce, how you doing today, girl? Saw you earlier in El Teddy's chat. Dominique wasn't even on Dallas. Malia. Am I saying it right, Malia? Dominique Devereaux. Now, Dominique Devereaux, that was my girl. Now, I love me some Dominique Devereaux. But Dominique, one of my students' name is Devereaux, and I think that's the prettiest name, Devereaux. Hey, Monk Chip. Oh, the sister-in-law. So, Sue Ellen's sister? Was that Sue Ellen's sister, Monk Chip? Monk Chip came out the bushes, y'all, to get us together, honey. Monk Chip jumped down and let us know who did it. The Saints play at 3:25. I like the Saints, but, you know. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm going to still be watching all. That's right. He was sleeping with that. Yeah, he was sleeping with her. I remember that now. Well, you know, that daggone, what's his name? That daggone JR. Oh, he was a mess. She was his mistress. Okay, y'all. Well, thank you, Johnny, for getting me together. Getting me together, because I just knew it was Sue Ellen, honey. I just knew it was me some Sue Ellen. I would have went down to that one with Sue Ellen, honey. But I could be wrong, and I can admit that I'm wrong. I apologize. Yes, I apologize. Yeah, Peter Tosh died, I want to say earlier last week. I heard about that. Oh, I love me some JR, honey. I love the villains because y'all know, out of all of the nighttime soaps from the 80s, my favorite was Falcon Crest. And I love me some Angela Channing. And let me tell you about Angela Channing being that bitch, okay? Angela Channing was that bitch. Child. Y'all, since I'm going to sit here for a few more minutes, y'all hold on a second, okay? Hey, Monk Chip. I already spoke, my bad. Did I speak to you, Tanya? Hold on a second, y'all. Y'all got to hold on a second real quick. Oh, Lord. I'm old. Woo. Had to give me a little snack. If I'm going to be sitting here for a few more minutes. Stop calling me Miss Monk Chip. Stop it. Bobby Ewing, yes. Now, you know, I don't really. And if y'all don't know about Angela Channing, y'all better get into it. Y'all, why is this bag so hard to open? It's like they don't want me to get in this popcorn. Y'all like this popcorn? The Boom Chicka Pop. I like it's sweet kettle corn. I like the kettle corn. Yeah, I used to watch all of those, Dami. Oh, Lord, Jonathan. Jonathan about to go off. They done messed up his order. Let's all say a silent prayer right now that he don't go off. Why is this bag so hard to open? What in the hell? Hold on, y'all. Let me get the scissors. Damn. Hold on. Wait a minute. Because I can tear it right here. All I do is pay attention to where the little tail rip is, child. No, I don't do hot sauce. I'm not, you know what? I'm not a hot sauce person. Yes, bitch. They done mess up the honey. They done mess up that man food. Danielle Nicole, you love it? It's really good. It's a good snack. The only thing I hate is when I buy the big bag, you know, once that egg gets the popcorn, it doesn't stay well. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to put it up a good clip. Yes. Let's say a silent prayer for Jonathan that he don't hurt nobody. I do follow pop culture. We can talk about 6ix9ine. And that actually was going to be one of my hashtags earlier this week, but then I got a hold of the Fantasia stuff. So what y'all think about 6ix9ine? Let me say this to y'all right now. One thing I'm going to tell y'all, and Funky Dineva said this too, and I tell my students this all the time. Let me tell you what you better not never do. Don't ever commit a crime with me. I'm snitching. If I get caught and you don't, oh, we both going to jail. I'm not going to jail for nobody. Don't commit no crime with me. What's up? What's up? What's up, CH? Honey, Alfred, hey. Okay, from Melbourne, Australia. I want to go to Australia. That is definitely on my wish list. He's telling all the business, but I got to wait till I have some money for Australia, because when I go to Australia, I got to have enough money for at least a business class ticket, because that is a long-ass flight. Honey. Yes, he's spilling all the tea. Now, I'm not saying, I'm going to tell just enough to get my deal. I don't know if I'm going to tell everybody business. I'm going to tell enough to get my deal. But my problem is that whole mentality of no snitching. Now, how the hell you ever expect the police to do their job? The police are not clairvoyant. They do not know everything. They do not see through walls. And when crimes are committed, if nobody is going to quote unquote snitch, how's anybody ever going to get caught and go to jail? But then you complain about the neighborhood and all the crime. Well, hell, because y'all keep letting them go free. You see people committing crimes, you see stuff happening, you don't want to tell the police because you don't want to snitch. Well, what am I supposed to do? Hey, girl, hey. I didn't want to disturb you, Teddy. I thought you were busy, boo. Hey, girl, hey. I do find it interesting the way the media is covering it. And again, like I said, now everybody want to come down on him for being a snitch. I tell my students all the time, all that no snitching shit go out the window the minute you start facing time. The minute you sitting in the you sitting in that interrogation room across from the police. Let me tell you something. All that no snitching, it sounds real good on the movie, but please understand, more people snitch than not once they get picked up. So I be trying to tell my students all the time. I worked in the jail for 3 years. I worked with a whole lot of snitches. Whole lot of snitches was sitting up in jail, okay? Right. I don't know who took that clown seriously anyway. Oh, I understand that, JJ. I do. Like you said, yeah, you want to play that gangster role and you got to fall into that gangster mentality. You're right, Alfred. That's exactly what I was planning on. I was planning on saving about that much money. So that's why it ain't happening no time soon. But I'm definitely, I figured it would be about that much. For me to get a nice round trip business class ticket and still have, money to do what I want to do. I figured it'd be about that much. Tekashi he ain't gonna live that long. I'm surprised he's still alive. Hold on. 6ix9ine was a way to legitimize the gang's funding in return. Oh, so he was the launderer. They laundered the money through him. That's what that was. They were laundering the money through 6ix9ine and through the that record label. Honey, I was snitched for a new iPhone. But you know, the reality is, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I understand there is a street code, and I understand in some situations a street code is needed. But no, this whole no snitching thing, people be taking to a whole nother level. Now, as far as Tekashi, you could look at him and see he wasn't about that life. I mean, you could look at him and see he wasn't about that life. El Teddy, did you already put that live on private? Because I talked to Mother earlier, and he was looking for your live, and it was already gone. You already put it on private? He said you must have been talking about something you ain't need to be talking about. Well, he went in to try to watch it. Okay, yeah, yes, bitch. Now I gotta go back and look at your video now. I mean, I was gonna look at it anyway, but now I definitely gotta go look at it because you talk about everything. You said you talked about all of this. Cardi B got something to do. Hey, Lady P, Cardi B got something to do with Tekashi 6ix9ine. Yeah, little baby, he was playing gangster, but he still knew information, which is more dangerous. It's more dangerous when you're dealing in criminal activity. It is much more dangerous for the person who's not really involved in the criminal activity to know your business than the people who are involved, because the people who are involved at least got something to lose if they run their mouth. If I don't have nothing to lose, but you done told me all your business on your criminal activity, what incentive do I have to keep my mouth shut? Okay, see, I don't know the connection either, Richard. That's interesting. Okay, 37 minutes. But I'm gonna check it out. Yes, yes, B. Okay, little baby. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I know Jim Jones and Chrissy gonna be back on Love and Hip Hop New York. That's my understanding. Yeah, I'm saying the same thing, Abby. I'm gonna have to put that on the TV screen and watch that thing. Let me tell you something. Like I said, I worked at the jail for 3 years. Let me be very clear with y'all. Not y'all per se in this room, but people in general. Y'all can keep on believing these TV versions of gangsters and thugs. I'll tell you how it really go down. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that there aren't some real gangsters and thugs, but let me tell you how it really go down, okay? Ain't nobody getting married. Them, they ain't getting married. First of all, they probably been married for 10 years. They ain't getting married. They watching Jim Jones, but they think he got something to do with this too? Oh, Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy. I didn't watch Love and Hip Hop back then when they were on there, so all I know is Yandy used to be his manager, and Yandy and Chrissy fell out, and so there was that. I really don't know anything more to their storyline, to be honest with you. And then I watched when they had their little show where they were really supposed to finally get married, and then I saw them on Marriage Boot Camp. Well, you know what? Yes, bitch. I was thinking the same thing, that Jim Jones has maintained his lifestyle, but remember, Jim Jones went into vape. He invested in a vaping company. And supposedly that's how he got his money. He invested in a vaping company. El Teddy, what the hell did you start drinking for? Look, we talked about this. Y'all, I might have to get off this phone so I can call and cuss El Teddy out. Get off this computer so I can call and cuss El Teddy out. El Teddy. We spoke upon this earlier. There's no reason in the world why you're supposed to be drinking already. Don't blame Bay. Don't blame Bay. Bay don't have nothing to do with you drinking. And I'm going to stop eating this popcorn because I realized that every time I open my mouth, y'all see popcorn in my mouth. That's rude. But I was getting a little hungry. I need a little snack real quick. Do not blame Bay, El Teddy. No, he ain't never married Chrissy ass yet. It's Bay still over there. You tell Bay I said, hey. And then I know it's not his fault. I know that's right, monk chick. Keep your mouth shut and observe. That's what I've started doing on these YouTube streets. If y'all notice, I'm just keeping my mouth shut and observing. Child. That's a good question. How long would y'all stay engaged to somebody without marriage if you wanted to get married? Now, there's some people, Oprah and Stedman, they fine with not being married, and that's fine for works with them. But if you wanted to marry your partner, how long would you be okay with not being married, being in a relationship? How long would you be okay with that? Hey, Raphael, how you doing, baby? 2 years max. Not as long as they have. Talking about, but El Teddy. Oh, I'm gonna cuss you out. I'm gonna cuss you out. I'm gonna have to tap my little brother's hand, y'all. A year of engagement, then we get married. Anything after that, Mark has to be previously. Anything. I'm about to say your boo name is Mark. Duh. It's previously agreed upon. YouTube is interesting to me. I'm a logical person in real life. It's the business that pays me. Yet, so YouTube sends me through the roof sometimes. Child, YouTube, it's just a reality show. It is truly a reality show. And at least this part of YouTube is. I don't like that word sector. But these people we deal with on this end of YouTube is. And so if you understand that you are just in the middle of a reality show, it is what it is. He got 1 year. Chrissy proposed to him many, many, many years ago. Because I remember that. I wasn't even watching the show then, and I remember her proposing to him. Because it was this whole debate about whether the woman should propose to the man. Hey, Miss Mars, how you doing? Yeah, that's true. Yes, bitch. You get in and get out. How long can you wait before having sex with a mate? That's a good question. For me personally, I don't have a set date. I'm not like that Steve Harvey 90 days rule, but I'm not a first date person. I'm not as soon as I meet you, no matter how attractive I might find you or how sexually connected, I guess I feel like we are. I'm not that. I can't do that. But unless you Lenny Kravitz. Lenny Kravitz can get it first 10 minutes. Yeah, he could get it. After introductions, he'd be like, my name is Lenny. I'd be like, my name is, and I'd just be taking my clothes off. But yeah, I don't have a set date. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't have a set date of when it could or couldn't happen for me. As an adult, I don't need any engagement unless it's a thing of saving the money for certain things. Other than that, set a date in 90 to 180 days. Okay. Exactly. YouTube is a reality show that I'm addicted to watch. Everybody. Yeah, there you go. Excuse me. Sex is different than love depending on you go into the situation. Back when I was a hoe, okay, I could get it in after hellos. Well, but that's you was admittedly a hoe. Did you see that picture he posted today? Baby, if you have not seen that picture Lenny Kravitz posted today, baby, he know he fine. He know he fine. Depends on the person. Hell, I turned a one-night stand into a 3-year relationship. Oh, it can be done. I've seen it happen. I've seen one-night stands turn into marriages. I mean successful marriages. Oh, it can be done. I've never been inclined to sleep with somebody I just met. I don't judge nobody that did it. Like I said, I have some friends who are in 20-year marriages and it was a one-night situation, I'm a little surprised at you, Ebony. Okay, dark chocolate. Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe. But I'm admitting it, though. I traded TV for YouTube, basically. Okay. Depends on the attraction with the individual. Don't like the drama and mess. It complicates the spirit. Yeah, Dami, you don't go for all the mess. Yeah, I know that. I would do up to 3 years. Sometimes people are on a waiting list for particular venues. Well, yeah, if it's legitimate like that, yeah, Katanya, I could definitely see that. I don't know how long I would allow myself to stay engaged. I know I wouldn't be infinite. I know that. I feel like the way I feel about an engagement is this. When you get on one knee or however you choose to do it, when you ask someone to marry you, that means you're ready to get married. I don't understand yes, we're engaged and we just going to be engaged for another 10 years. I feel like when you ask someone to marry them and they say yes, I feel like a date should be set with, and I'm not saying that the date has to be next month, but I think that when you start telling people about your engagement, I think you should already know when you're getting married. Because to me, the purpose of the engagement is the time period, like you said, to get everything right for the wedding. Now, I understand if there's a specific venue you want or if you're saving money, but I feel like you should know. Like, I feel like it should be, okay, we're married, we're getting married, and we're married now. Like, I don't think it should be another 5-10 year. Consider the fact that my sex drive is high. I would say 1 to 2 months. Well, that's pretty good for a high sex drive. Granted, all her marriages ended in divorce, but Stacey Dash slept with all her husbands on the first date. Well, I got married in front of a jail and been married for 10 years. Okay, that sounds like a story there, Miss Mars. Yes, you just went and looked at the picture, El Teddy. Yes, honey. Yes. People try to put too many rules to the way they live. Just live and have fun. Yeah, I agree to a certain extent. I mean, I agree to a certain extent that there are a lot of rules. I don't put rules on like day-to-day, everyday type stuff. But there's certain things I do feel like there's certain things. Yeah, I definitely don't agree with that. I don't think nobody need to be out here going poor for no damn wedding. That's just ridiculous to me. That's just absolutely stupid. That's absolutely stupid. I see people spend all this money. My cousin, him and his wife were paying for their divorce attorneys and still paying for the damn wedding. I said, that's the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. And it wasn't like they had only been engaged. It wasn't like they'd only been married. They had been married for about 5 or 6 years, but they were still paying on their wedding because that's how much they spent. Me and my partner will be getting married, but not in the traditional sense. These hoes will not get my money. At this point, if I ever get married at this point, honey, it's going to be a destination wedding. It's going to be on a beach somewhere. And whoever can make it, that's cool. And when we get back, we might have a reception. I see or touch the meat. I'm not reading that. Child, don't Stacey Dash look rough, look like life done got her. Exactly, because that's why I'm not having sex currently, because it's too much drama involved. Why can't you just have sex with one person, go their way, and you go yours? Oh, okay, don't be complicated. Child, I understand that one, Raphael, because I'm single, but I have needs, so I understand what you're saying. You definitely need to prepare for marriage, not the wedding. Absolutely. Child, wouldn't be me. Mm-mm. Yes, crazy to spend all that money. That's why I didn't expect to see you, El Teddy, but thanks for dropping through, boo. I'll see you later. Wink, wink. Now she turned to her people and the Lord took her melon. Preservation powers. Child, I know that's right. Yes, bitch. There, see, that's me. I'm more worried about the honeymoon and when we get back from the honeymoon. I love all my friends and stuff, but I'm not interested in paying for a party for them, which is basically what it is. Call me crazy. Y'all, I am really gonna get off of here now though, but I've enjoyed y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. For those who stayed, thank you. I gotta get off of here and get ready to do some things before the gentleman's panel comes on. I had my little snack. I need to find something a little more substantive. I'm not. Child, yeah, I got a text. I gotta get off of here. Y'all have a great evening. And please, if y'all can, come on over to Deshaun Fairley's channel for the gentleman's panel. I understand if you're not interested. But come on through. Y'all have a good evening, and I will talk to everybody later. Peace.